There's this open source AI project that's moving so ridiculously fast, it's basically rewriting the playbook as it goes. It's called Hermes Agent, and it's built on a pretty radical idea. What if your AI could actually learn and remember? So let's dive in.
I mean, really think about it for a second. Pretty much every AI tool you use today has a terrible case of amnesia. It starts from zero every single time you open it. It completely forgets your projects, your preferences, the whole context of your last conversation. But what if it didn't? What if it remembered everything and just got smarter with every single thing you did?
And it turns out people are really, really hungry for this idea. The Hermes Agent project just exploded, shooting past 100,000 stars on GitHub in just a couple of months. I mean, that kind of growth is just insane. And it tells you one thing. People are tired of AI with amnesia.
So what is this thing really? Well, Hermes Agent is an AI that's designed from the ground up to build a lasting memory of you, your work, your style. The whole point is that it doesn't just do a task and then wipe its memory. Nope. It learns from it, compounding its knowledge and getting better and better the more you use it.
Okay, so this gets us right to the heart of it, right? The core idea that makes Hermes so different from everything else out there. It all comes down to its built-in learning loop. Right. This is where the real magic is. When you do something complex, the agent is watching. It doesn't just forget. It automatically creates something it calls a skill. You can think of it as kind of like a reusable recipe for that whole workflow. And just like a good chef, the agent keeps tweaking and perfecting that recipe every single time you use it. And this right here just lays it all out. Think about it. A standard AI, it's basically trapped in Groundhog Day, starting fresh every single time. But Hermes Agent is on a compounding journey. The longer you use it, the more powerful, the more personalized, and the more effective it becomes. So, this was already a super cool idea on its own, but then, boom, 2 updates dropped back to back that just blew the doors off the whole thing and unlocked a totally new level of power. I mean, the speed they're moving at is just wild. On April 13th, they dropped version 0.9, the everywhere release, and get this, just 3 days later, on April 16th, version 0.10, the tool gateway, was out. That kind of pace tells you everything you need to know about this project's momentum. All right, first, let's talk about the tool gateway, because this is huge. For paid subscribers, this update basically bundles a whole suite of premium tools right into the agent. We're talking web search, seriously powerful image generation, text-to-speech, the whole 9 yards. And the best part? You're not juggling a dozen different API keys anymore. Those annoying codes you need for everything? It's all just there. And right before that amazing update, we got the Everywhere release, which, as the name suggests, was all about making Hermes easy to use, everywhere. It added a local web dashboard so you're not stuck in the command line. It added native Android support, and even integrations for iMessage and WeChat. It really put Hermes wherever you happen to be. Okay, so all these features sound great on paper, right? But what does this actually mean for you? How does it work in the real world? Let's walk through a few use cases that show how it's already changing the game. So imagine this. Instead of waking up and immediately drowning in emails, you get a personalized briefing. Hermes can go through your calendar, scan your news sources, and give you a spoken summary of your day. And because it remembers, it actually knows what projects you're focused on, which meetings are actually important. It literally becomes your second brain. Oh man, we've all been there, right? You start researching one thing, and 3 hours later, you're completely lost down a rabbit hole. Well, Hermes is built to solve that. It doesn't just search, it pulls out key info, it synthesizes it, and most importantly, it remembers. Every time you research something, it builds on what you did before. It checks its own memory first, so your knowledge base just keeps growing. And if you're a content creator, wow, this is a total game changer. You can give Hermes a topic, and it can do the research, draft an article in your voice, using the style it's learned from you, and then even generate custom images to go with it. The entire creative process, from a blank page to a published piece, just gets massively accelerated. Okay, so as incredibly exciting as all this sounds, we gotta be real for a minute. This is a super fast-moving open source project, so let's talk about the fine print and what you should know before you jump in. So, first things first, those premium tools we mentioned, like the web search and image generation, do need a paid subscription. And you gotta remember, that compounding magic we talked about, it's not a light switch. It takes a little time.
you'll really start to feel its power after a week or two of using it consistently. And yeah, while the new dashboard is great, getting your hands a little dirty in the command line, the text-based thing, it definitely still helps for the more advanced stuff. And this quote just nails it. The features you get on day one are awesome, don't get me wrong, but the real argument for Hermes, the real power, is that long-term growth. The point is, the agent you're using a month from now is going to be way, way smarter and more helpful than the one you start with today, all because it's been learning from you.
Which, brings us to the big question here. An AI that doesn't just work for you, but actually grows with you, that remembers your context and is available everywhere you are. Is this what the future of actually personal AI looks like? And based on how fast this thing is moving, that future might be a lot closer than any of us think.